Okay, would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure. My name is RIZWAN NASAR, and you are at my program called Passionate Cooking. And today you're in my kitchen. This is Tampa, and this is my bachelor pad. I live here 3 weeks out of the month. So this is my.
But let's just clarify. You are.
My healthy cookies is I don't just use set ingredients. Whatever I have available, I use it for my, and I use a lot of breakfast cereal and things like that. So let's get going. The first thing that I do is have the oven on. So the oven is at 360 degrees on bake. It's going to be preheated. So make sure that you turn on your oven before you start preparing your cookie or start the work on your cookie. So let's get going.
I think most people would turn on their oven before cooking. So.
Sometimes people don't. Once they're done, then they would do it. But so just a reminder that turn it on before.
Oh, okay, okay. I would just think that it's common sense to turn on your oven.
It is, but you know, how much common sense do we apply, my dear? So
okay. Well, thanks for the wonderful tip, though.
So take all-purpose flour. I'm not going to show you the brand.
I think it's a little too late. Yeah.
So we're going to use all-purpose flour.
You tend to go for the cheapest brand. Is that true?
No. Well, the thing is, I don't go for the cheapest brand. I go for a brand that's available. Again, like I said, whatever is available, that's what you do. So I have a cup of flour. So here we go. Put it in my bowl. Again, this is a bowl from a dollar store, so you know, remember that too.
So I think it's safe to say this was probably the first honest thing you've said so far.
No, all the things I've said is honest. And then I take our hot breakfast cereal. One is brown maple and sugar. The other one is apple cinnamon. And cinnamon is always good to have. It's a healthier spice. So I'm gonna. This is actually 2 of these is 1 cup. So I have now 2 cups here, and I actually do 3 cups of total. So we'll have, and the other thing that I'm going to use is regular breakfast cereal. So I'll have half a cup of this, and I'm going to actually use my crusher to crush this, and then I'm going to have half a cup of granola. So, and the good part is you can use any cereal that you have available. You don't really have to go get something just to bake the cookie. You don't need to buy anything special. Here we go. And I want to make it a little crunchier, so I'll keep it as like this. It's ready to go. Here we go. So the consistency looks pretty good. If you look at this, here we go.
And you don't have to wear gloves.
You don't really have to. Make sure that you've washed your hand before you do this. And I take 1 banana, and usually the banana is ripe and good. So you use that. Take 1 banana.
For a second, I thought you were gonna mix the skin as well.
No, I'm not. So I took the skin off, and which is again common sense, like my friend said earlier. Common sense. Today I'm going to do something different. Is going to put a little bit of brown sugar to make it a little sweeter. So I'm just going to take half a teaspoon, and actually I'm going to do one tablespoon. So
I'm guessing they ran out of Splenda at the dollar store.
They didn't have Splenda at the dollar store. That's correct. But I don't use Splenda usually for my sugar for my cookies. So just a little bit of brown sugar to give it a little taste. The reason I'm using brown sugar today is because I'm using the cereal that I usually don't use, and these are sugarless cereal, and that's the reason I'm going to put some brown sugar so that the consistency of the. Now I'm going to mix it all together. Make sure that you mix it well. There's one more ingredient that's supposed to go in here, and I'm going to put this in just a second. So let me just start mixing this. And one of the, actually two more ingredients. I mean, you can
Would you like to name everything that you've mixed in so far, just so you know the audience can follow you?
Sure. So here we go.
And I guess depending on who's coming over, NyQuil can be used as well.
What is that?
I said depending on who's coming over, NyQuil can be used as well.
Right, exactly. But no, when your cookies, I mean, you're gonna. Cookies usually don't. I mean, I usually do it in the shakes that I make. But you know, with cookies that doesn't go very well. Here we go. So mix it all together. So if you see now, look at the color. And just because my cameraman is an amateur today, I have to show it to you this way. Otherwise, usually, you know, I don't have to do it. So mix it all well. I've not mixed the oil as yet. I'm mixing all. There's one thing that I forgot. Let me grab that too, because without that, it's gonna be. Tablespoon of baking powder, and this is actually half a tablespoon of baking powder is what I need to put in. So remember now, half a teaspoon of baking powder. This is usually done right in the beginning, and I totally forgot about it. This is my cameraman distracting me with all of his.
So I guess I'm not the only amateur in this kitchen.
Well, this is not the first time I'm doing the cookies. So you can't say that. The other thing is that I'm gonna mix now is olive oil. So, and I'm gonna take 1/3 cup of olive oil and mix it with in my dough. So that I'm making for those.
Did you say dough or did you say dope?
Dough.
Oh, okay.
There we go, and it's coming out really well. I can feel the consistency of the dough. I can even smell a little bit of cocoa and cinnamon in it. Cinnamon from the apple cinnamon cereal. Is it you can even call it a cereal breakfast. Have a breakfast. Have a cereal have a cookie with your breakfast. There we go. Look at the consistency. This is how good it looks. This is how it is. And now I'm gonna make them into like little cookies and put it in the oven. Give me just 1 second. I'll show you how we do that. So let me tell you again what I did though. 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 packet of hot cereal, like the ones that I have here. So 1 packet of apple cinnamon, 1 packet of brown sugar and maple, and half a cup of and these are actually half cup each, so it makes 1 cup. And and then half a cup of my granola and half a cup of my honey bunch cereal. So 3 cups total, plus a little bit of cocoa, which is like half a cup of cocoa, 1 banana, half a teaspoon of baking powder, and about 1/3 cup of olive oil, mix it all together, mix it pretty well, and you're ready to. And then once it becomes kind of, you've kneaded it into a consistent dough, just go ahead and make. And I'll show you how to make the cookies, and we'll go from there. So give me just 1 second here, and we are ready to do this. I'm going to take a break, and I'll be right back with you. Thank you.
Still recording?
It's not recording.
ये बड़ा थक जाता है बंदा उठा उठा के कैमरा। ये घटिया क्वालिटी का है, सस्ते वाला ये?
जी नहीं, सारे कैमरे ऐसे ही होते हैं।
No, there has to be a one.
There has to be one. The thing is, हमारे मेरे पास you have a harness and you. हाँ, बस एक दफा दबाएंगे तो वो रेड से ग्रीन हो जाएगा, आप देखेंगे।
अब ready on?
हाँ, ready है।
Can I welcome back to you? Perfect.
देखिए 10 मिनट में आपने कुकी का वो.
And this gives you perfect practice for your chop too, if you think.
I think it's time now. About 12 to 15 minutes have passed, and the cookies are ready now. Let's go take a look. Okay, they should be done. Let's see. They seem to be ready. Let's pull them out. All right, here we go. The cookies look nice and ready. Woo, smells really good. And let's see how they came out. They are looking nice and ready to eat. Ladies and gentlemen,